Could your next car be on the list of the least reliable under 60,000 miles? With over 20 hours of research into consumer feedback, here are the cars you need to avoid at all costs. Let's talk about the Jeep Wrangler 4xe, a hybrid SUV that's been getting a lot of attention, but not always for the right reasons. The 4xe's plug-in hybrid system has had multiple recalls. One of the biggest issues? The engine can shut off unexpectedly while driving. Definitely not the kind of surprise you want when you're on the road. But why are hybrid engines like the 4xe more prone to unexpected failures compared to gas-powered ones? To add to the list, some hybrid batteries in this model have a nasty habit of overheating, creating a fire risk. No one wants to worry about their vehicle turning into a campfire. If you live in a colder climate, you're not off the hook either. Many owners say the hybrid system performs poorly in the cold, making it a lot less efficient when the temperature drops. So if you're up north, this could be a real problem. But does this issue happen with all hybrids? Or is the Wrangler 4xe especially bad in the cold? If you're thinking about the Wrangler 4xe, leasing might be the better option. As these problems tend to pile up over time, it's a safer bet to avoid owning one long-term. Up next is the Volkswagen Taos, a compact SUV that's had a pretty bumpy ride when it comes to reliability. The Taos is powered by a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, which sounds impressive until it starts leaking. Yep, engine leaks and fuel system issues are common, and in some cases, these problems can even lead to total engine failure. Not exactly what you'd expect from a brand new ride. Why do newer models still struggle with such basic issues like engine leaks and fuel failures? Then there's the transmission. The Taos uses a DSG dual clutch system, which has a bit of a reputation for failing, especially in stop-and-go traffic. If you're driving through city streets, that can be a real headache. And let's not forget about the electronics. Like many Volkswagens, the Taos has had issues with infotainment glitches and lights that seem to have a mind of their own. It's kind of like the car's haunted, but not in a fun way. But why do modern cars filled with advanced tech still have basic electronic issues? All things considered, if you're interested in the Taos, leasing might be the smarter move. The repair bills for all these issues can pile up fast, so it's better to avoid getting stuck with long-term headaches. The Nissan Rogue is pretty popular because it's practical and easy to drive, but it's also got some serious reliability issues that might make you think twice. Under the hood, the Rogue has a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine with fancy variable compression technology. Sounds cool, right? Well, it turns out this innovation often leads to internal bearing damage, and in some cases, complete engine failure. Yikes! But how does such advanced engine technology lead to major failures so quickly? The situation has gotten so bad that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, is investigating widespread engine failures in hundreds of thousands of Rogue models. Definitely not a good sign. To make matters worse, the Rogue's CVT transmission is notorious for early failure. And when it breaks down, the repairs don't come cheap. Is the Nissan Rogue's CVT transmission problem a design flaw or just bad luck for owners? If you're thinking about a Rogue, it might be a safer bet to lease it for a few years and return it before these big problems start showing up. Full-size pickups are built to be tough, but the Chevrolet Silverado has hit a rough patch, thanks to one specific engine feature. The Silverado's active fuel management, also called cylinder deactivation, is supposed to save gas by turning off some engine cylinders when they're not needed. Sounds smart, right? Unfortunately, it often leads to lifter failures, which cause some pretty nasty knocking, ticking sounds, and even full-on engine shutdowns. Why would a feature meant to improve fuel efficiency lead to engine failures in such a popular truck? This problem has gotten so bad that it sparked class action lawsuits. Many Silverado engines are being replaced before they even hit 60,000 miles, which isn't great for a truck known for durability. On top of that, the 10-speed automatic transmission in the Silverado has its own issues, with owners reporting rough shifting and shuddering while driving. If you're thinking about getting a Silverado, make sure the warranty covers the major components, or you could end up facing some pretty expensive repairs. Topping our list is the Chrysler Pacifica Plug-in Hybrid, a minivan with a rough track record when it comes to reliability. This minivan has been hit with several recalls, mainly due to its hybrid system. In some cases, the engine shuts off unexpectedly, and there's even a risk of fires, definitely not what you want in a family vehicle. But is it just the Pacifica plug-in hybrid that suffers from this, or are other hybrid minivans at risk too? To make things worse, many owners say that Chrysler technicians have a hard time figuring out what's wrong, which just adds to the frustration. Are these problems unique to the hybrid model? Or is the Pacifica lineup as a whole plagued with issues? Consumer Reports didn't hold back either, ranking the Pacifica Plug-in Hybrid as one of the least reliable vehicles on the market. So if you're planning to keep it long-term, you might be in for a bumpy ride. If you need a reliable minivan, it's probably best to steer clear of the hybrid version of the Pacifica. Now that we've covered the cars to avoid, get ready for the next video where we'll explore the most reliable cars that can go over 600,000 miles. Are there any affordable cars out there that can last over 600,000 miles? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more car insights and tips.